What is going on to the AMC stock group? In this video, we are going to be talking about what could potentially happen to AMC stock tomorrow, July 15th, which also happens to be a Thursday. So right off the bat, guys, we do see that AMC stock immediately went on a major downtrend as soon as the market opened. And this is obviously nothing new because we also saw today for AMC stock that the index IWM also had a major downside. Obviously, it had a major downfall to the downside. And so IWM is just basically the index for small cap stocks. And as we all know, AMC stock is also a small cap stock. So from here, what I am first going to do is I'm going to look at the yearly chart for IWM. And the reason why is because we can at least have some sort of indication for where the index is going to go tomorrow. Therefore, once we know what the index could do tomorrow, we will be able to know what direction and what type of sentiment is there tomorrow for AMC stock, because you guys have to understand, stocks cannot go down forever. That sounds crazy, that sounds bizarre to say, but stocks cannot go down forever the same way that stocks cannot go up forever, because there's so much volatility. And so when there's so much volatility, that just lets you know that a stock cannot go up in a linear path to the upside and a stock cannot go down in a linear path to the downside. It just makes no sense. And I'm also going to be talking about why it makes no sense, especially in the downside, okay? Because there's something called short sellers, and I still do not believe that a lot of you guys know what the short sellers, how it works, and how exactly people have to cover their position. I'm going to be talking about the significance of short sellers, and I'm really going to be emphasizing that concept in today's video because, again, stocks cannot go in a straight downside or downfall to the downside. Therefore, tomorrow IWM. So on the IWM chart, we do see that there is not really a lot of support over here, and we broke it slightly today at 219. And so going from 219 tomorrow for the IWM, we do see that AMC stock, the 219 is a support level, and we did break it slightly today. So going from here, I think that either we will have a bounce to the upside because, as I said before, stocks cannot just continue going down. And so therefore the sentiment, okay, that's the whole reason I'm talking about IWM. The sentiment around small cap stocks like AMC stock has the possibility of being positive tomorrow, right? Because that's the only thing that makes sense. If the IWM goes up, so does AMC. So, or at least that's usually what ends up happening. So the next support level that I would say would be definitely at the 215 level. I'm just going to round it to 215 and 0 cents, nothing else, just because psychologically that is a level that a lot of traders like to buy in at, because again, there's a lot of demand at these psychological levels. And so let's say we're in a very bearish market tomorrow, then I think the next level of support would be at, there's so many levels of support, but I think the next level of support would be at the 212 level. Now, do I think we're going to go to the 212 level? No, I do not. However, if we do, then just know that it is not AMC's fault for going down. AMC stock does not control the entire market. Remember, guys, these index funds provide the sentiment for how these stocks are going to react. And I think the SPY too, I remember I saw the SPY today and it was crazy, guys. So on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, the SPY was extremely low and it was right here. As soon as the S&P 500 ended up having a bounce to the upside, I saw so many stocks immediately follow by having a rebound. And this was, I believe, the same time that AMC stock went from $32 a share all the way up to, I think, back to $35 to $36 a share and possibly 37. I think AMC just briefly went to the $37 level. So this was at 16 o'clock military time. And so for the AMC chart, let's say 16, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. And this is a double bottom or a double bounce. For example, the SPY had a straight path to the downside and then it ended up following by having a line to the upside. However, AMC, not only did it go to this level once, but actually twice, confirming that with the SPY going up, AMC stock was probably going to have a rally to the upside. And then therefore, AMC did have a massive rally to the upside. You go from around $32 a share. I know that it is closer to 33, but I'm just going to round it to 32 because I believe that at one point, or right now, we are actually at the $32 level. So going from $32 a share all the way back up to 37, and yes, it did go to 37, guys. This is why it's really important that you understand that AMC stock does not control the entire market. These index funds give the sentiment for how these stocks are going to react in their price action. Therefore, it is not AMC's fault, and you cannot blame the price action of AMC on the retail traders. That is something that I've been seeing a lot on these news, right? These news on Seeking Alpha, these news articles, all they're talking about right now is the bearish case scenarios for AMC stock, because you have to remember, guys, people make money shorting the stock and people make money betting that the stock is going to go up. But right now, what do you guys think a lot of people are betting on? A lot of people are betting that AMC stock is going to go down. But do not let this trick you, because one of the arguments that I've been hearing about is that the AMC group, the AMC stock group, does not have a lot of retail traders left in the stock anymore, and that the group is subsiding and that the group is going away. Guys, that is not true whatsoever. And I know the volume is decreasing. However, you guys cannot tell me that AMC stock has no more people in the AMC stock army when the people that are still in this stock right now were the people that made this stock go from $3 a share all the way to $72 a share. Because I've been hearing on so many news articles saying that the AMC stock has no more people that believe in the stock anymore and that the stock is over, and because there's not enough retail traders in the stock. Guys, the same people that are in this stock right now were the same people that ended up driving this price from $3 to 72. I know I just said that, but these news articles are really just trying to make everyone think that AMC is completely gone and over with, when this stock is still up over 1,000% year to date. And so this uptrend has started from a long time ago, or not a long time ago, but just half a year ago. And so if we go from, let's say, the bottom, so $1.68, that is crazy to even say. But at the same time, we were buying AMC stock right around here. And it was crazy because right around here, we were talking about cup and handle formations and how AMC was beginning to curl, and then it was probably going to go down and then having massive breakout to the upside. And it is just crazy to see how that was exactly what happened. But regardless, we are still in an uptrend, and there could definitely be some arguments saying that AMC has more room to the downside just because of the trend line. But there are so many trend lines that look exactly like this, where the stock has not went all the way to the lows of a trend line. And again, guys, this is just technical analysis. When a stock like AMC is traded, especially with retail traders, there is a statistic out there, and it says that 80% of retail traders hold AMC stock or have some sort of shares in AMC stock, whereas 60% of the hedge funds control the price action of AMC stock. And that is why I'm going to draw one support level, and I've been talking about the support level a lot on the channel. This was the $61 range. So $61 share, right around this level. And so the reason why this level was extremely difficult to break was because a lot of hedge funds manipulated the price, and they did not want a break of $61 a share, because these hedge funds, they capitalize off of the fluctuation that stocks like AMC stock has. And so therefore, because 80% of retail traders hold AMC stock, and because 60% of the price action of AMC stock is controlled by the hedge funds, it really makes sense why so many support levels get broken. It really makes sense why a lot of the technical analysis that people talk about, not all the time is it 100% right, because you cannot influence what one hedge fund is going to do one day. One hedge fund might say, okay, one day we're going to put 10 million shares in AMC stock and we're going to be betting that AMC stock is going to go up. Therefore, we are going to buy a long position. And then one day you cannot control a hedge fund if they decide to buy 50 million shares shorting the stock right around the time that Iceberg Research announced that they're also going to be betting against the stock. And this is exactly what ended up happening when AMC stock was around $51 a share. Around $51 a share, it was very ironic, and it was not a coincidence that around this time AMC stock ended up falling down. And actually, this has been the longest downfall that we've had in this stock, where it has been a continuous downfall to the downside, right? And then at the same time, a lot of hedge funds also decide to bet against the stock because they see opportunity. So if you combine the hedge funds and institutions or research firms like Iceberg Research, this downside, it makes sense, but unfortunately, it is really affecting the retail traders and their capital, right? Because right now, a lot of capital is being lost from the retail traders, because even though they have not sold their position, it's not the easiest to endure seeing your position go continuously down and down and down, especially for AMC stock, with stock that continuously decides to go down. So what is the next level, and when will AMC stock start to form a base? Well, guys, I am still in AMC stock, right? Because, again, this has always been part of the movement for me. And so I know right now the movement doesn't really feel like it matters. However, we must understand that AMC stock from the beginning was about the movement, and it really wouldn't make any sense for you to decide to buy AMC stock at $5, $10 a share, when even in the beginning, right, even in the beginning of 2021, if you knew that AMC stock had a bad fundamentals to it. Okay, we all knew that AMC stock had bad fundamentals to it. The fundamental analysis was not the best. However, the movement behind it, that was what really drove the price up. Same thing with GameStop. GameStop went from $40 share to 500, and then back to 40, and then back to the $100 level. And so therefore, because we're at the $32 level for AMC stock, I think that AMC stock has the possibility in the future, and this would be my ultimate support level for AMC stock. And below this, I'm going to have to reevaluate the technical analysis for AMC to see which level are there going to be a lot of demand and which level do a lot of people want to buy back AMC stock. But for right now, I think that demand zone is going to be at the $28 and around 50-cent mark. That is just because that is usually when we had that one major wick, and this major wick got bought up very quickly, so therefore that is why I think this would probably be the demand zone. So I'm going to say $28.50, and so I'm going to draw this one in yellow, $28.50, and so that would be the demand zone that I think that AMC could go to. Actually, instead of yellow, we could do red. So with that being said, guys, I know that there's a lot of stress. I know that there's a lot of worry, but I do not think we need to worry about the stock unless we really break a lot of major support levels. Because right now, yes, a lot of people do not know where the foundation is for the stock. However, we will, because you guys cannot see a stock go continuously down, because people have to buy back their shares at some point. And so buying back the shares, that is something that I'll be talking about in a later video. So make sure you guys subscribe. But buying back shares is a really important concept, and you guys must understand it so that you guys do not get your conviction lost from the stock. So therefore, guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.